this hill. We're just looking to hold these spawns for the back jail hill.
Well, as I've always said, this is a contested hill, so just contest as much time. Don't let the other team get a stupid amount of points and keep the spawns. Simple as that, really.
I think that's the best thing you can do there, as straight away Arctic do go 3 down. It's only Woody left, and he's holding these shower areas. Can he pick up that kill? Not quite. He turns around and he does get gunned down by Revive, and straight away you see Arctic picking up points. And now it's Visify in the hill with Revive, who was on a 2 streak, gets gunned down now, and straight away the kills are straight back into Arctic's favour.
And as we can see, Visify have actually spawning out now, so Arctic are doing their job extremely well. They're getting time on this hill, and they've also got the spawns, but...
And this is a new look roster for Arctic, like we we're previously saying. Haslo and Matthias have come into this squad after their defeat yesterday on Wednesday, and currently Haslo's looking very strong, 4-1 on a 3 streak right now, heading towards his back garage area. He's picked up 1, and that does secure the spawns for his team coming into this next hill.
Well, for what it looks like, these 2 new players, Haslo and Matthias, there could be impact players for this roster. 6-1 5 streak for Haslo, and now on a 6 streak, 7-1, and they're really dominating the scoreboard right now against Visify. I think Visify just experienced some first game nerves. He's on a 7 kill streak now.
I mean, you look at this game,
he's going absolutely off. 9 kill streak for Haslo, 10-1. He is making some huge plays.
We've hopped back on board with him now to see what he can get going, and you've got to say this looks very similar to the Refract game in the fact that Visify, they're just not pushing as a team. They're pushing up solely, and basically it's just allowing Haslo to pick up these kills, and he's now 11-1 in shooting bodies, and rightly so.
Yeah, he's having a great game. He went on a 10 kill streak there. He gets full streaks, and that's what you want to see from a new Impact player. He's came in and showed some strong signs of being one of the best players in the league.
And just after 2 hard points there, he has 11 kills already, and I mean that is a fantastic start for him, and we'll definitely keep an eye on him to see how he gets on for the rest of this game.
Yeah, I mean, Visify, they need to regroup now. They are getting absolutely destroyed here. It's 33-5, and I mean, Haslo's really taken it upon themselves to really take control of the game. He's got 14 kills. Look at his teammates, 3, 3, and 4. He's really hogging the kills for his team.
Right now, though, we've got Visify in the hard point, currently racking up some points. And they do have spawns in the next hill, so right now, if you're Arctic, are you thinking of giving up this time and just rotating around to that back pad area?
Yeah, I expect them to rotate right now. I mean, on 20, that's how I'd be playing this. You'd be rotating for the spawns and trying to get a huge lead for the team. They could try and push through the hill. That also works well, but...
It is looking like Woody will be the first player to this hill, and he is pushing out towards the back heli area, but he does get gunned down there by Identity. And how big is that kill for you?
By Identity, that 1 kill there has actually set Woody back, and Woody's been he's now got bad spawns, so that kill is everything to this Visify team.
And I think now we're going to see Identity start heating up after he does pick up a couple of kills on this next hill, and that is big, although the bombardment will come in, and that is from Haslo, and he's now 15-6, so although he had a hot start, he seems to be struggling right now.
He is slowing down.
And there we go, he gets gunned down again. And right now though, this Arctic lineup, the rest of the players are starting to step up. And Garino there picks up a double kill, and he is 11-7. We haven't mentioned him at all in this game. We'll hop on with him as he picks up another one. He gets gunned down, but his team's there to trade, and right now, this is a different look Visify to what we saw at the beginning of the game.
Well, yeah, I mean, Haslo, obviously his grip on the game is still there, but he's not making as big as impact as he was at the start. But I mean, you can't ask for him to be going like, what was it, 10-1 or something like that consistently. So now we're looking at a more even game, and Visify seem to be making the comeback.
I definitely agree with you there, as Riverson gets gunned down, and Identity gets another 2-piece there. Sadly gets gunned down, but we're starting to see a way back into this game for Visify, especially if they lock down this back jail hill, get some good time on there, and then there's a completely different outlook on the game.
100%, 100%. Obviously, this is their first league match. They could have came in a bit nervous, started playing a little bit, I don't know, a bit hesitant or something. Something was going wrong at the start, but they seem to be getting it back together, and we're in for a competitive game now.
And I'm going to call it now. Whoever gets the spawns for this next hill, I reckon they will win the game.
I mean, you know, Arctic at the spawns, yeah, I reckon that's going to be the case, but Visify win it. I'm not necessarily going to say they're going to win, but I definitely think it will help them. Currently, Arctic are spawning out, so Visify are doing the correct job here.
I think if Visify starts coming to this game though, some of the Arctic heads might drop, and because of that they might not perform as well. As we see there, Verietta Whip going in, getting a kill at the back, and now it's down to Woody to try and break into the back of this hill as his team is spawning out.
Well, if we think about it quickly, Haslo started the game, was 11-1, he's now 18-11. As you can see, the production has slowed down tremendously for him. And I mean, as his production has slowed down, the whole team slowed down, and this game's close again.
It definitely is, and right now Visify are really starting to step their game up, and it is looking dangerous if you're Arctic right now. Their players are starting to heat up. Do you reckon it was the case that they didn't warm up earlier on?
I'm not sure. Visify, they're just starting to get into it now, and they're taking the game by the horns, and they're really bringing it back to them. They're taking the fight to Arctic, and they were so far down at the start. It was like 80s or something, or 60s or something, and they're right back in this. They're only 10 points down.
And full props to Visify for that. This game's going to be brought in within about 7 seconds. So it really comes down to this hill now to see who takes the lead.
Yeah, I mean, this hill, yeah, it's important, but the next hill is extremely important. You need the spawns to the next hill, so that's going to be key for both teams.
But I think it's definitely looking up for Arctic with this pickup of Haslo, and he is teaming up with Woody quite well. Matthias is still yet to make an impact, but I reckon he can come on and show us some things in coming series. But anyway, we hop on with the Verietta Whip, who is 14-7, currently has the least time in hill for his team, and he's looking to string something together now. One thing I'd like to point out as well is on with Haslo. He's 20-13, but he only has 5 seconds in hill. Do you reckon that's costly to his side?
Well, you know, at the start of the game, he was making the impacts, and he was making a huge impact actually with 11-1, but he slowed down, the production slowed down. He's only got 5 seconds in the hill, and right now Greeno is actually probably one of the best players in the lobby currently. He's on an 8 streak, 22-11. He's got 1 minute 30 in the hill, so he's not playing for the kills as much as Haslo is, but he's getting it done.
He is definitely getting it done, and I think right now Greeno has been more of a value to his team than Haslo. Although Haslo had a hot start, Greeno has definitely helped claw Visify back into this game, and full props to that man for doing so.
Definitely went on an 8 streak right there. He's got 1 minute 30 in the hill, second for his team. And something we can't say about Haslo, with only 12 seconds in the hill right now, he's got the numbers to show that he's performing well, but a lot of that was down to his 11-1 start.
We will hop on with Haslo now. He's 21-16. We'll see what he can get going as he pushes towards this mid-map area. And he does see 2 on the cut-off. Can he pick them up? And no, and they are shaky shots from Haslo. Do you reckon he's losing some confidence now?
I mean, he's taken a lot of deaths in the recently, hasn't he? So starts 11-1 and now 21-17. That isn't great production from him. Maybe he's getting a little bit nervous. He's still going positive, but he needs to try and get grips of the game again.
We look over to Jay Reverson as well, who he is a Lizo player, and they didn't have the best of series up against Deserve, but now he seems to be stepping up, going 18-18. He is holding his own, and is that helping Arctic to come and win this game?
Yeah, I'm actually quite shocked that he is actually picking up for a team within the league that he's actually competing against, but I guess fair play to him, and he's yeah, he's doing a decent shift.
Right now, we're on with Revive, 15-18. Let's see what he can get going. He does see 2, but he switches out his weapon, and how costly could that be?
Well, that's 4 down right there. Look, that's a great great aggression from Arctic. They get 4 down. They should really push for spawns.
And Visify now spawning out, and I've got to say, him switching his weapon there, he had 2 kills lined up. Maybe if that didn't happen, it could be a completely different outlook for this next hill.
Exactly, they've got spawns now, Arctic. They're setting up for spawns, and it's working well.
And you can't blame Revive for that. It's just unfortunate, but I reckon if that didn't happen, they would have had a good strong hold on this next hill. And as it is, it looks like they seem to have pushed out Arctic, and they are going to have another strong hold on this backside jail hill.
Yeah, Visify, they were almost 100 points down at one point, and they've just came alive here towards the end of the game, and they're really showing that they're actually a team to fear in this league.
And it looks like it could be a close finish here, but Haslo is making plays around the back, and he has brought his team back into this and won the hard point back. But it looks like Visify are getting ready to push into this hard point and potentially make a pinch on this. It'll be interesting to see what way this goes. It looks as though Visify have control of the hard point. I think what Arctic need to do now is they need to say, look guys, we'll contest this time if we can, but if not, we just need to rotate over to the cave area and just lock down that hill. But it looks like Visify are already over there with Revive and Identity. Unless Haslo can make plays, it's looking as though this time is going to go into Visify's favour as they take the lead of this game once more. And how clutch has Visify been in the second half of this game?
I mean, yeah, he's been a clutch player for the team. But right now we're looking at Visify here, and we got to think they've got bad spawns. They might be able to hold all this time and close the game out, but they're currently on bad spawns. So if they don't close this out, we could see a close game.
I think if they don't close it out here, Arctic are definitely in a good position to make sure that they don't do so. And there we go. Identity takes 2 or 3 down there to give his team some time. And right now it's looking dangerous for Arctic. This is where you got to say, look, we got to flood the hill, risk losing spawns, and just stop them winning the game.
Yeah, I mean they need 8 points. Revive getting the 2-piece there as well. Woody gets a clutch kill, but there Greeno again shuts Woody down, and that is the win for Visify, 250 to 205.
And right there, you've got to give props to Greeno. He was the only man on his team that was positive. And you've got to look at that and say, he also had a big chunk of time in the hill.
Yeah, that's what you want to see from a player like him. I mean, 33 kills to 17 deaths, and most time in the hill in the whole lobby as well. So that just goes to show that his production here is extremely good.
And GG's there to Visify as they go 1-0 up in the series. Now to Crusher S&D. Let's see if Arctic can counter.